Hi everyone, this is Dr. John Demartini. I know that you would like to have the most powerful year you can, so I'd like to share with you some tips that can help you. Your brain is set up, designed to help you fulfill your life. You have a highest value in your life, which the ancient Greeks called the telos, and your brain is a telos fulfilling organ. It's doing everything it can to help you live your life to the fullest. But sometimes we're not utilizing all the tools that we have access to live there. So I'd like to share with you some tips that can help you do that. You have a visual cortex and you have an auditory cortex. And if you use them to your greatest advantage, you can move forward even more efficiently. You've heard things like visualizing your dreams and setting up affirmations. But it's not that simple. There's some specifics that need to be in place. So let me go over some of those. When you're setting goals, there are distinctions that are wise to make. There are impossibles. That means things that you're striving for that don't exist. And sometimes you set up fantasies for things which are self-defeating. And you'll end up with what I call the ABCDs of negativity if you set goals that are impossible. You're going to float through the air, you're going to be always happy, you're never going to have challenges, these kind of things. Then there's improbables, and these are goals that do not align and match your real highest values, things that are really not important to you, so you never get around to doing them, you procrastinate, and it doesn't happen. Then there are goals that are unstrategized. They're important, they're possible, but you really haven't thought through and haven't put a plan together, so you don't even know where to begin. These also can be self-defeating. So if you're going to set goals, make sure that they are really doable, achievable goals. Make sure that they are really important to you, that align with really what's valuable, what your life demonstrates you're willing to do, and not just some fantasy because you met somebody and think, oh, I'd like to be like them. Make sure they're real, and make sure that they're so inspiring that they activate your executive center and bring strategic planning into place so you can see it in your mind's eye and you take action. And also, if you're using affirmations and visualizations, that's brilliant. I've been using them for the last 43 years. So when you're setting up words of power and affirmations in life that are going to help you get there, make sure you articulate exactly what it is you want to do in a way that's not impossible, not improbable, nor unstrategized, but make sure you state statements that are actually real, that are doable, that match your values, that you act on. Then they're a checkup from the neck up. They're reminding you to actually take action. And when it comes to visual, there's nothing wrong with a vision board. Those are very valuable. They may not be practical to carry wherever you go, so you may have to put them onto your iPhone, visions and images of what you want in life, or in my case, I carry it around as a book, the State of My Mission book. I started out with a vision board many years ago, but I now make it into a vision book. I carry it wherever I go. It's on my electronic computer. It's accessible anywhere at any time, and I find that valuable. But you want to cut out pictures or take and splice pictures of exactly how you want your life, not fantasies, not things you're not willing to work for, but pictures and images so you can paint in your mind's eye what it is you want. I, many years ago, went over to American Express travel service, and I asked the lady at the travel service to give me a picture or give me brochures of every place in the possible world that I could ever go. I went back with a stack 2 feet high and cut out all the pictures of all the places I wanted to go and create a visual stack of images of places that I wanted to go and speak at or visit, etc. Well, believe it or not, I've been to most all those places in my life today, either through speaking or maybe going on sightseeing or whatever. I've been there. But it started with a visual image. It started with what I would really love to do. Don't put anything on your visual board or your visual book or your visual iPhone that's not truly meaningful that you're not willing to work towards. Because anytime you fill your mind with things that aren't really important to you, you self-defeat and beat yourself up. That's not the way to start the year. So only start with what you know for certain you're willing to work towards, that's really inspiring to you, that you know is really yours and that you feel it's destined. It feels it's possible not to fulfill. Stick with those and set up affirmations or words of power that are really congruent with that. State them in a balanced way, in a present state, not a fantasy, not a future thing, but right there as if it's happening now. If you do that, you'll help activate your visual and auditory cortex and enhance your capacity to achieve more this year than ever before. And there's no reason why you can't have what you visualize and have what you affirm. I know that I wanted to travel the world. I'm doing it. I wanted to see places that I've seen. I wanted to accomplish things that I set out for. I know that using my visual cortex and auditory cortex and my centers of feeling have all helped that. So take advantage of your brain. Your brain's a telos-seeking organ. It's trying to help you fulfill your life. Use it to the full capacity. Take visual, auditory thinking, use every capacity you can. Paul Bragg told me when I was very young, when I was 17 years old, what you think about, what you visualize, what you affirm, and what you feel about becomes your destiny. So set goals for this year and beyond, and start strategizing it out. Put in the probables, the possibles, and the strategics, and let's make sure we use all parts of our brain to maximize our potential for this year and the years to come.